Welcome back to Open Window Politics. Today we're going to be going through my latest prediction for the 2024 presidential election. So right off the bat, we have some interesting changes. As you can tell, this is just a reset map. So this has all of the safe, likely, and lean states characterized. And we start to see some changes. So as you can tell, I believe Texas and Florida used to be in the likely category. They're now in the lean category. We still have the states of Iowa and Ohio in the likely category. And then we also, I believe South Carolina was solid. Now it is likely. And then we have a couple other changes. The two most interesting, I would say, is that Wisconsin and Michigan are now in the lean Democratic column. So Harris would really only need to win one state, in the state of Pennsylvania, and she would be able to win the election. So this is going to be an interesting one to predict. We also have in the state of North Carolina. That state used to be a lean Republican state, but since then the polls have tightened up a bit and the race is looking a little bit closer. So I'm going to be characterizing most of these, pretty much all of them will be tilt states. I added the tilt characterization, but for now let's start to characterize these states. So we'll start out with the state of North Carolina. I do think that there has been some positive momentum for the Democrats in the state, but for now, I don't think it will be enough to overcome the Republican general approval in the state, but it has been looking better for Harris, so if this trend continues, it's possible this state could flip. All these states that I am going to characterize are going to be close, and it's certainly a possibility they could flip one way or the other. And with that, there's 251 electoral college votes for Harris to 235 for Trump. And now we will go over to the states of Nevada and Arizona. We'll start out with Nevada. In Nevada, I think that this state is probably going to be in the Democratic column. Generally, the polls underestimate Democrats in Nevada. It's been a historical proof that over the last few elections where Democrats have been underestimated, have underestimated their chances in the state of Nevada, and some of the latest polls I've seen have Harris up. It's certainly not by a huge margin, it's by like 1 or 2 points, but I do think that that state will be in the Harris column. And then we will go to the state of Arizona. In Arizona, I think that this is probably going to be a similar case. I have it as a tilt blue state. It'll be interesting to see if that actually comes to fruition. I think it's a possibility that it ends up blue, or that it ends up red, I think, but it will most likely, if I were to call it today, if the election were to be held today, I would probably call that as a tilt blue state. We'll do a video later looking at the polls in the state, but for now we're going to go with that characterization. So for Trump to win, he would have to win each or both Georgia and the state of Pennsylvania. I haven't yet characterized any of those, just did that to show the math. And for Harris to win, she would only need to win one of these two states. So it really comes down to these two swing states that I believe, they have the most electoral college votes out of all the swing states. I guess North Carolina is tied with Georgia, but the 16 and 19 electoral college votes respectively. There are going to be important key players and key states in the 2024 election. And for now, the Trump campaign I predict, will most likely be able to win in the state of Georgia. I think that he is narrowly up in some of the polls. It's going to be close. Like I said before, I could definitely see any of these tilt states flipping. But for now, we're going to go with that characterization. I think it's going to be close, but for now, I'm going to give it as a Trump characterization, as tilt red. And then the state of Pennsylvania, the state is going to be characterized as, I accidentally skipped over it, going to be characterizing this as a tilt blue state. So with that, we have 287 electoral college votes for Harris to 251 for Trump. And this is my latest prediction in the 2024 presidential election. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.